And we are live. So let me
right?
and somebody already in here. All right, how everybody doing today, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got my friend Raymond Alfonso in the
Hi,
building.
everyone.
In case you guys don't know, Raymond's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since the start of Yu-Gi-Oh. One of the top players in Jacksonville. He has a long. He's from the Billy Break, Adam Corn generation, guys. So he's got a
Yeah,
long history of
we
Yu-Gi-Oh.
dueled many times.
He's
I lost
very
maybe 90% of them, but we did duel.
so he's played against some of the best in the world. I got a lot of respect for him. He knows a lot about the game. He's going to be doing a
Oh,
lot of
thank you.
yeah, man. You already know you're one of the greatest, man. He's gonna be doing commentary with me. We're gonna go over these brackets on who we think is gonna come out on top in this tournament. Gonna make our first round picks and who we think is gonna be the winner.
I
We're gonna
am. I'm excited. Thank you for inviting me to do it. I'm excited to commentate too. We haven't commentated in a while. Well, I haven't commentated in a while, so it's going to be exciting.
yeah, it's gonna be very entertaining. I'm definitely waiting for that. But yeah, guys. So Raymond's got he's got what top 64 Nats before.
I did. That was a long time ago. That was in 2013.
Hey,
Um, for those who don't remember, that was Dragon Ruler, Spellbook, and Evil Swarm format. Can you guess what I played?
I know what you played, Mermails.
I did not play any of those decks. I played Water. I played Water.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And he's arguably one of the best water players ever, guys. So if you guys don't know, I think you were like what? You're like the only person in the top cut that played that or something like that.
Yeah. I was the only Water player in the top 64 for some reason. I was like, oh, I thought more of us would make it, but I guess we didn't.
Only the best. A million regional tops. We're not even gonna talk about that. But he's overall he's a great player, great local. He's a judge, a certified judge, and there's been a lot of help to the community. And we're gonna jump into this. We're gonna talk about a few
Yeah,
things.
enough about me. You can learn more about me and during in future broadcasts. But before we begin, I had a few questions, if you don't mind. Um, I'm asking because I actually don't know myself. So I'm curious. So if I'm curious, I'm sure some of our viewers are curious as well. So I guess my first question is, what is the origin of this? What was your motivation of doing this tournament? Because I heard about it in the group chats we were in. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was just going to be like local, but then we have all these big names. I'm like, oh, I guess everyone wants to play this one. So, what was the, what were your thoughts at the very beginning of when you started to plan this?
So I kind of want to do something with my YouTube channel dealing with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I was trying to be a little different. I like DB Grinder's channel and I like how he does things, but I want to do what he did, but a little differently. And right now in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, we don't have like a sports center type commentary thing, like where top players are playing and you got people, going over the matches as they play like live, not, getting a replay, but actually going over the gameplay live. And then because they're top players, it's so much more entertaining because a lot of times on DB, these players don't know who these top players are because a lot of them don't play under regular names or a lot of them play on alt accounts. So even if they're in the tournament and they're playing on alt account, that this is Andreas Torres playing against Kamal because that's them seeded in this tournament. And a lot of people want to see how they play and learn their play style and learn from it. Everybody can't go to events and stuff like that, so they'll never really get to see them play in person. So they actually get to see them playing in this tournament and actually seeing it being live streamed. and then learning as they're, watching the match. I thought it'd be entertaining. So I like what DB Grinder did, but I want to be a little different from what he did. And I want to do it with, I'm eventually going to expand out to where I do more players. But as I said, this tournament right here, the top 16 players from this tournament, which I think you only have to make it out of round one, I'm going to seed as like a pro bracket. I don't know if you ever seen like an MLG event where they have like they have a pro bracket, amateur bracket, or whatever. I'm gonna have the top 16 players are gonna always have free entry, and everybody outside of that top 16 will be able to pay an entry fee to get in and possibly win prize and get in that top 16 seeding, so they won't have to pay in the future. And that's to make, I want to build a big online tournament scene while growing the YouTube channel, and eventually expand it to where it's, I'm doing events, kind of how PPG doing their thing. I want to kind of grow like that too, but you got to start somewhere. Right now, online is the easiest thing.
Okay, that's great. And how did we choose these players to participate today?
So, a few of the players, Jerome Adams is one of my sponsored players. Me and Jerome's are like best friends. So, and he had recently had his second place YCS finish. So Jerome, it's like family.
That should have been first, but we can talk about that another day.
Yeah. Everybody else are kind of players that I've interacted with. A lot of them I interacted with before, like Andres, Dominique, I've played. The Blessing, I've played. Kamal, got a friendship with him. Gio got a friendship with him. Ortiz got a friendship. Christian, Michael State. Pac was somebody I reached out to. Some of these players I actually reached out to and they responded, but the majority of them are from this kind of southern part of the state, so we see them at a lot of regionals and stuff like that.
Yes, we do.
It was kind of, someone was, and then Andres, shout out to Andres Torres. He was the first one to join my first tournament, and he kind of did help pave the way to get me to get more people, because him being in there and being the top player that he is helped a lot.
Yay, Andres.
And then the YouTuber Pac, I appreciate Pac, for joining, because he didn't have to. He'd been doing a lot of help with the channel. So shout out to Pac. And everybody else is kind of, they went off, once I got some more big names in here, people wanted to join. After the first tournament finished out and it was a big success, and then DB Grinder helping out with, commentating on it and stuff like that, it helped a lot and people wanted to join. I actually had people I had to turn down because I didn't want to do too many people to where I couldn't keep up with the tournament and it just got sloppy. So I just left it at 24. But in the future, I got people like yourself and, other people to help me with it. I'm going to keep growing it. And even if I'm not here to manage it, I can have somebody else to, take control of it and get that.
Yes, I'm always happy to help. Probably not play. I've transitioned to judging the last, we didn't have tournaments for about a year and a half, but I've transitioned to judging mostly. But I still play locals. So if you want to catch me playing my fun decks at locals.
That's crazy because you play top. That's the weird part. You playing Celtic Guardian one time. So I'm like, this is crazy. Man,
that was pre-pandemic. I did play Celtic Guardian for like, I don't know, a few months. And I did well with it. It was really fun. So I just picked up Agents. So I've been doing well with it too. It's really fun. I played Agents back in the day, TG Agents. When our only play was Venus into Gachi Gachi, but all right, get over my 2000 defense monster. Anyway, all right, great. So I'm so glad to be part of this. Shall we go over the matchups and do our prediction?
Yes, sir. So we're gonna start off at the very top. We got Bradley Wallace versus Justin Singe. Sorry if I said his last name wrong. So this series,
I think it's just Thing.
Just
okay. Silent.
Raymond is a teacher too, so
I am. I'm on summer break, so I'll be able to commentate all, if not most, of the duels.
That's lovely.
Okay. I'm not actually familiar with Justin's playing lately. I do know Bradley, obviously, he's local. Should we factor in emotion in our
that's gonna the first round, of course, I'm gonna kind of factor that in. Bradley is a local. Bradley does have a top 32 YCS top. Justin is very good. He just recently got, I believe, third at YCS Hartford with
Oh, that
Drytron.
is very recent. That was 2 weeks ago.
So he's got several tops. He's a very solid Drytron. I think he's probably one of the best Drytron players. He's up there
Oh,
on.
he is the yes, I remember. Yes, I know him by face, not by name. Yes,
Yeah.
I watched his deck profile on YouTube. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I don't know what decks they're playing, but if they
Yeah.
were playing the same deck, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Bradley
Bradley.
only because I've seen him play, and I know he can do it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match, but I think Bradley's gonna pull it off. Especially depending on the matchup, what Justin plays, because Bradley knows the Drytron matchup good. So if he plays that, I think it'll go more in favor of Bradley. But if he changes it up, it can definitely go to Justin's favor
Yeah,
easily. But I think Bradley's gonna take it.
maybe when we get their deck list, I'll change my prediction.
Yeah,
But
that's gonna make a huge difference. It's how it was the first tournament. Once
did
you
you
see
make the
that,
thing a little bit larger or no?
let's see.
The page
The
itself.
no, I think this is large. Hold on, right quick. Let's see if we can.
Oh, there you go. You can scroll and then
It's gonna scroll up. Oh, not let me scroll up. Hold on, I can make it.
yeah, and then I think when you do full screen, you can grab it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
grab
I'm
it and
grabbing
drag
it.
it
Okay,
down. There
got you.
you go.
Is this
Okay.
better or should I make it a little bigger?
A little bit bigger, so it
Okay.
occupies. Um, I know I'm such a diva, but we
This
want to give our viewers, the
the
best
best.
viewing experience.
Oh man, what I'm doing? I can't even get it right. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah, that one.
There we go. Yeah, just full screen. Did I just mess it up again? I did, didn't I?
Try your what do you
Okay.
call the? I'm doing this motion. The mouse, the rolling mouse.
I don't have my mouse connected
Oh,
to it.
okay. Um,
Can I
if
click
you're
on
on
the
a
connector for some?
touchpad, if you're on a touchpad, you can that right there, the
Uh,
the plus sign on the magnifying glass, the other one.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Keep going. Okay, I think that's good. And then when you hit,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, then when you hit full screen, it should keep that width, and then you
Oh
can
yeah.
open it up.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Yay, technology. Okay, great. And then we have two buys.
Two buys. So the buys were everybody that participated in the first tournament, except for the exception of Nicholas. Jeremy Mitchell, who won the first one, is not in this one. So I gave the buy to somebody random. But the other 7 players did play in the first tournament, so it was only fair that I did give them a buy for supporting the first one.
Ah, lucky you.
So next up, we got Frank Nicola versus Shumping. How do you say that?
I would my Mandarin is not the great. I would say Shomping Shu.
Shumping.
Shomping.
Sounds better than what I was gonna say.
So
Uh,
if you are Shomping, let me know if my tones are good because I know Mandarin has 4 tones and um it depends on what tone you say the word and it changes the meaning. Anyway,
so I'm gonna go
I
first on
I've
this
known
one.
Frank for a bit now. I know his game. Shumping, I'm not very sure. What is he known for? Educate
So
me.
he was actually a really good Sky Striker player. I believe he won the YCS playing strikers.
Oh, is he the guy that just won
Now
Hartford?
this was not. I think this was a few years ago. I want to say was it
Oh, okay.
Pasadena or something. This was a few years back. And he went
The
like
other guy was
undefeated.
Asian too, so it's not
Yeah,
racist.
the other guy did
I'm
just win, but
Asian. I can make Asian jokes.
and also he went 15-0 at the Tesla UDS. So
Okay.
yeah, he's very good. But in recent times, I haven't really heard any noise from him lately. So I don't know if he has any rust on him or not. Frank plays a lot. I don't know if Frank has any recent like important topics outside of regionals, but he does play more often. And I do know Frank personally too. I mean, a lot of people are probably gonna have Frank losing, because of who he's playing against. But if he hasn't been playing a lot lately, it could easily go to Frank because from having knowledge of the format and just been keeping up with the game more. So I'm gonna give it an upset this round with Frank taking it 2-1.
I'm gonna put my money on Shunping. See if he can get the ride the Sky Striker high after just one YCS.
Yeah, and then actually Sky Striker winning that one recent one, he might, he might pick the deck back up and do wonders with it. He's already good with it.
Yeah, Kagari's back at 3, so that's good.
Yeah. So I got Frank, he got Shumping. The next up we got Brian. I'll let you say Brian's last. I can never say his last name. I was trying to practice.
That is an Italian last name. It would be Angiuoli, but maybe it's been Americanized into Angioli.
Oh, okay.
Angiuoli. But Brian and who is Nash? I'm not familiar with Nash.
So Nash is one of these top DB players and is ever seen. Take it to your mama. Take it to your mama.
Oh,
he's one of the top DB players, and he's a judge on DB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's very popular on DB. I don't know what he's done outside of Dueling Book, but I do know every season he's one of the top players, and he's always on DB Grinder's channel, and he's very solid. Like I say, he's good on DB. I don't know about him in person. I haven't heard anything from him in person.
And all of our matches are going to be on Dueling Book, right?
Yes, all of them are going to be on Dueling Book. So,
I'm lazy, so I go on Dueling Nexus, where the machine does everything for you.
That's how I used to be. When I learned how to play Dueling Book.
I'm just like, which has positives and negatives. The negatives is that sometimes when you forget effects and Dueling Nexus reminds you have effects, you're like, oh, I could do that.
It does.
But in real life, the cards in your graveyard are not going to say, you can activate me.
That's how it actually helps you too if you're learning, and
it's really good for learning chain links and stuff like that. But I don't go on DB often. I used to play on it when it was called Dueling Network, DN, and then it got taken down for I think copyright reasons. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna give this one to Brian. Maybe.
This is a tough one.
I haven't seen Nash.
Brian's a boy, but Nash, I know, them Dueling Book kids open broke online, man. They open insane. He's one of those people that always has what he needs. I'm gonna go with Nash. I think it's gonna be 2-0.
Okay. 2-0. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, we got good odds over here. Maybe I should bet.
Yeah, we might have to get some.
Brian, you cannot let me down, Brian. I'm rooting for you. Okay?
Don't let him down, Brian. All right. So the last half of the top bracket, we got Michael State versus Christian.
I'm familiar with these two. They're really, really solid players. I'll let you go first.
Get a shirt out of there. I'm gonna go with Christian is really good on DB. I'm not gonna say he's the best in person. I don't think his skills translate over in person. Like DB's completely different from in person. I think in person Michael State would destroy him, but I think on DB because Christian plays so much. I always say high-rated people they get insane hands, so I think Christian's gonna take it over Michael State. I really can go either way, but I think just because it's Dueling Book, I think Christian's gonna have an upper hand. But in person, I would never pick him to beat Michael State. But on DB, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Christian. I think it's gonna be real close. I think this is gonna be probably one of the closest matchups. I'm gonna give it.
I'm gonna choose Michael. I was already gonna choose Michael. I just wanted to hear what you were gonna say. Just because he's improved so much in the last few years. In the past, he's always been a mainstay in regionals, but now he has good results in bigger tournaments.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm not picking him just because you picked the other guy.
I think so far the only person we agreed on was Bradley.
The first one, Bradley, yes. But all right, Michael, you cannot let me down. Okay, I have $2 on you.
All right,
Although the
so
winner will play Nicholas, so that's gonna be fun.
yeah, that's gonna be. No, you can't wear that. So next up we got Geo versus Trife. Ugh. This
Okay.
I'll let you go first on this one.
I'll go first on this one.
I'll let
Okay.
you go first.
Um, I haven't seen Triff play a lot. I don't go on Dueling Book a lot because, as I said, I go on Dueling Nexus because I'm a lazy person. But Giovanni Gio, I've seen him play a lot also, especially in our regionals, our locals regionals around Florida and Central Florida. Um, well, y'all just got Beyond the Pendulum
Yeah.
recently. Am I correct in guessing that Triff is gonna play Pen? Am I?
So I'm wondering because he did ask me if was he to play a play deck or a serious deck. I said the series, but Pendulum's in here to him is a serious deck. Um, s-
I
but
mean,
I'm a
it's
big
always
Geo fan
considered.
too. This is really a tough one too. So
You did tell me to go first, so I'm gonna pick Geo.
I'm gonna go with Geo too.
Okay.
I think Geo's actually a really good player, like especially like the regional level. Like
Oh yes, absolutely.
he's had some okay success in the past in the striker format and YCS, but regional type level and stuff like that, he's really good.
I always top tables. That's
Yes,
why I like
always.
judging tables 1 through 12 because I get to watch the good players play and
That's
take
the fun
notes.
stuff. Unfortunately, the winner of them have to play Kamal, and Gio and Kamal are friends. So who we got
I
next up?
played Kamal a few times. I think I've lost all of them.
Yeah, I
I
played him
remember
once.
activating Honest against him. He was like, "I knew you had Honest." I was like, "I know." I telegraphed it. Okay, next we have Christian, Urena, and Calvin. Confession. I'm not familiar with these players.
So
Who are we?
so Calvin's really good. He was one of I think he's probably the best ABC player ever. Uh, you probably know him if you see his face. He always played. Yes, go play with your puzzles.
He
He
didn't play
always,
ABC recently at YCS, did he? Was
yeah,
he that
yep,
guy? Oh, was
yep.
that him?
Yeah, that's him. That's,
Oh, okay. I did. Oh, I did see him play. That was very. I was like, oh, such plays.
yeah. And Christian's actually really solid too. He's got a lot of top 32 YCSs. I think he's on the same team as Hani, if I'm not mistaken. But Christian's really solid. I think this can really go either way. Go in the living room.
I'm gonna only because I've seen Calvin play recently. On the at the YCS, and they did just get the Regulus as a new card. So only if he's gonna play that deck, I think he's gonna be hard to beat,
Yeah,
especially if
yeah.
he opens, terraforming and set
GG.
rotation and at
Yeah,
least an A, B, or a C. I don't know.
I'm gonna take Calvin. I'm more comfortable and like I know more of his history. Christian's very good now. I'm not taking anything away from him. He has a lot of recent success. I don't think Calvin plays as much, but I think he still keeps up with the game. So
Yeah, and I
I think
think
I'm gonna take it.
since it's not such a meta deck, like it's not branded or it's not adventure package. Wait, does it play adventure package? I don't
Uh,
re- Did
uh,
it? I don't
I think
remember.
some of them they may do. It's so splashable and everything.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
don't
just
recall. But the point I was trying to make was really good decks like branded, for example, we side heavily against it. We know what they do. We know what card to stop. Like if you only have one hand trap, you're like, I know what I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this card, whatever. But when someone's playing a deck like ABC with Therion and stuff like that, it hasn't been played by many people that we know what to do against it. So we might not know what to stop. We might not
yeah.
know what to let go and stuff like that. Since and that's the thing about a lot of new decks anyway. When Sky Striker first came out, everyone played it because it was good. The first week we didn't know how to out a lot of the things, but after a few weeks, a few months, we're like, we know exactly how
Yeah,
to
you know
play
exactly
against it.
what to stop.
Yeah,
That does
so
make a huge.
ABC is in the nascent stages of being played by a lot of people, so we might not be familiar how to counter it yet, especially with the new cards that they have. Only for that reason, I'm gonna give it to Calvin.
So we both picked Calvin on this one.
We did. Oh my God, we've agreed on the past three. That's. I
That's
hope we're both right. And the person we didn't choose will have something to prove. I'm sure. Prove us wrong.
somebody prove us wrong. So next up we got Dominique Couch and Paulo.
Paulo Gonçalves. That sounds like a Brazilian last name.
I
Paulo
do believe I
Gonçalves.
know he's from South America, if I'm not mistaken. Go take it to your mama. I know he's from South America, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's one of Andreas Torres' friends. He plays online a lot too. He's really good online.
Okay.
He's one of the few his skills translate from online
I
to.
feel like I've seen his name a lot when people post result slips, like on regionals and stuff like that. I see his name.
Yeah, he's
Um,
definitely one of those. He's always topping regionals and YCSs, so you probably seen his name a lot.
and
Um,
Dominic, I'm not sure
so
if I've.
Dominic is he's only been playing for a few years. He's one of the new up and coming players. He has a lot of YCS tops for the short amount of time he's been playing, and I'm not mistaken. I may have been his team, may have been another team that won the 3v3 YCS, but I could be
Oh,
wrong.
okay. Congratulations.
But he's really I actually played him one time at PPG, and I still never forget. I had open insane game 3, and he was playing spirals, and I blew it and still lost in time. I remember he's such a good player.
Spiral.
He's like one of those players. He's not he like if you mess up, he'll be like, oh, go ahead and take it back type stuff. Like he's a real fun
Yeah,
player.
okay. Well, yeah, that's the mark of a good player. Um, I'm gonna give it to Paulo just because I'm familiar with him. This
These two
is
are actually
don't
friends.
take it personal, Dominic. Maybe after I watch you, I'll change my mind. Right?
They're actually friends too, so that's a funny part. I'm playing my friend round one, so I'm gonna go with Dominique because
Wait, did you pull these randomly?
yeah, these are all random. Every
Okay.
matchup is random. Only thing is, I set the thing for the people to be to get the buys
Oh yeah,
that were
yeah. The
yeah,
the seeded players are there.
yeah. So all the matchups are random. I'm gonna go with Dominique. But I first, like I said, I played against him. I know him. I know his history a little more than I know Paulo, and I just think
Yeah,
he's gonna
and I'm
take.
excited to watch these players that I'm not too familiar with. Um, I know you could have chosen someone who knew all of these names, but
Mm,
I'm here.
yeah,
I
you
will
got. I mean,
learn.
like I said, you'll get to learn them more. But
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited to watch them play.
yeah, after round one, you'll probably have a more understanding of some of these players and their play style. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna take Dominique. So we disagreed on that one. So we got 3 people. I mean, 3 matches we agreed on.
Oh, I should be writing these down and keep tabs.
Yes,
Like,
definitely
okay, I
do.
was right 3 times.
If not, it could
Okay,
just
what is
review.
Ilya doing here? Ilya is not a top player. Did he bribe you? Did he
Stop
trick you? Are you under a spell? What is he doing here?
that.
He's not
I
even
gotta
top
give the home.
10
I gotta
best,
give some
top
one
10
of the
best of all
hometown
time
heroes.
locally.
I gotta give one of the
He's
hometown
definitely
heroes.
improved, but I don't know if he deserves to be in this bracket.
Yeah, he's So guys, I'm gonna give you Ilya is one of our locals. He's the only person in here. He's kind of outclassed. He doesn't really have the achievement. I think his best achievement was the second place at PPG, where he played against Andreas in the finals. But he has a few regional tops, but he's not a top class player. But I did try to give one of my locals an opportunity to make a name for themselves. He was that local. So hopefully he does do good in this tournament. But if he beats anybody in here, I'm proud of him because a lot of these players are definitely class
He
A.
should be banned from this tournament. He's Russian. Send him back to Russia. Boo.
Watching this
No, I'm
Ilya,
just
you
kidding.
better win this first round matchup. He's playing against Sebastian Todd. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen Sebastian a lot down here. And
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Ilya, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
He continues to improve. when he started playing, locally, like who is that random, whatever, he keeps losing. Just like everyone when they started playing. And then they pick up a good deck. They start having good results locally. And then, they're a free win. You sit across from them, you're like, okay, it's a free win, whatever. But then over the years, it was just like, okay, I have to try my best to win now. And then it got to a point where he just keeps on improving.
Yeah.
So the potential is always there. I've seen him play in regionals. He makes good plays. He makes plays that are, really good, but he does misplay a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put my money on him
Yeah. I
for
agree with
this.
you. Ilya is I think he's one of the most improved players in the city, and he went from being. I used to beat him all the time. Now I've got a little 3-game winning streak against him. I haven't beaten him in the last 3 times, but he's gotten way better. And he actually he listens too. That's one thing about him. He does listen to like the more veteran players, and I think
That is
eventually over
true.
time, yeah, I think he's going to be like one of the people like yourself that have a history of like getting tops and kind of make a name for themselves. I think in a few years we'll be talking about Ilya, being one of the top players that played in Jacks. As long as he keeps going down the path he's going and don't get too, get the big head and think he's better than what he is or anything like that. Like this is an opportunity for him to kind of make a name because he's probably the most unknown person in this whole tournament. So this is gonna
Yeah,
help.
he's been obviously he's well known in our locals and maybe Central Florida as well. But he's also really good with card interaction and like chain links and rulings and stuff. And that really shows when a player knows the card interactions,
Yeah,
they just end up playing better.
way better.
But I think Sebastian's gonna win, but I'm gonna bank on Ilya. So my
Um,
official vote is Ilya.
I
But I
agree
have
with
a
you
disclaimer: if
with that though,
Sebastian
but
wins,
I
I
think
knew he was
Sebastian's
gonna
gonna win,
win.
but I gotta go with Ilya because I got a lot of faith in Ilya, and I really think
Yes, just put more pressure on him.
yeah, put more pressure on. I think I feel like he can do good. So I see him going to the next round. He does have a killer bracket over there. Yeah, Andrea's waiting in the next round. So, but I'm definitely I'm gonna go with my boy Ilya. I think he's gonna be close. I do think he's gonna lose, but I hope he wins. So I'm still gonna pick him. Let's go,
Me
Ilya. Me
too.
and Raymond put a lot of faith in you. Got some pressure on you now. Don't let us down.
Yeah, we're putting money on it.
Yes. So yeah, that's it. That's what I think it's gonna look like. Ilya is gonna be the last person out of our first round picks going to the second round, and I think he can do it. So you know, we're gonna pick a game. Is there any first round games that you think you want to try to make it so that we can live stream our first round? Our first.
Um,
I'll scroll back up too so you can.
I would very much like to watch um State and Christian
State
play.
and Christian. Okay, that's going
Yeah.
to be one of the easier ones to watch too, because State has to play anytime after 6. I think Christian has a more flexible schedule. So,
Okay. Are we
um,
gonna try to live stream slash commentate on all of them?
yes, as
Is
many
that
as
what
we
we're gonna
can, we're
try
going to
to
try
do?
to. Yeah, that's the goal to
Okay.
get as many as we can. If we can get at
Okay,
least 3 or
good.
4 of the first round ones, that'd be lovely. That'd be
I'm on
lovely.
summer break, so I can commentate anytime.
Yeah, I make my own schedule, so it's a little easy. I can kind of just,
Great, great, great.
So who do you think's gonna first? Who do you have in your top four? Like, who do you think's gonna? Do you have a top four yet? Or are you still kind of?
Um, I'm gonna go by quarters. So the top quarter, I'm gonna I'm gonna give it to Jerome to come out of that top quarter.
Okay.
And then in the second quarter, I'm gonna give it to Nicholas.
Damn, you literally picked the
The
same people.
semifinal one would be Jerome versus Nicholas.
Damn, that's crazy. That's who I was gonna pick, Nicholas and Jerome. Just because I know them so much. Like Nicholas is super good.
Yeah, we're a little bit
Yeah,
influenced by what we know about
yeah,
them.
we see them a lot. So
Which
you
is
got
not to discount any like for example Shunping and Nash. Obviously I'm not familiar with them, but I'm not discounting them saying, there's no chance they will win. I'm picking these people that I'm picking only because I know what they're
yes.
capable of.
All right.
For the bottom half, I'm gonna choose let's see. That third quarter is stacked. We have Triff and Gio and Kamal. Um, I'm probably going to say Gio.
Gio. Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay. On that this top
assuming
part,
that
I'm
he
gonna
comes
say
out of
Kamal.
that, the Gio Kamal matchup would be fun, assuming
Yeah,
he wins.
and they know each other. I think if anybody that can knock Kamal out early, it's gonna be Gio because they know each other so good, and he knows Kamal's play style and a lot about him. So I can understand that. But I'm taking Kamal coming out this part of the bracket right here.
Okay.
I got a Kamal and Andreas, uh, the two to make it out. Andreas to make it out this bottom half, and Kamal to make it out the top half.
My statistically safe choice is Andres, but I'm gonna go for Ilya. He's gonna take it all the way to the semifinals.
Okay, that'd be nice to see Ilya take it to the
Yes, he
quarterfinals.
must.
That'd be
He
beautiful. That'd
must.
be beautiful. So that's our top four guys. So who I have winning it, I'm going with my boy Jerome. I think Jerome got the momentum right now. He got a lot of firepower behind him. I think he's gonna take it. I think he's gonna take out Kamal in the finals. Then he's gonna beat him in
Um,
the finals.
I'm gonna give my vote to the dark horse, Gio. He's gonna take it all the way. He's gonna knock out Kamal in the second round and knock out whoever comes out of the bottom quarter, and then okay.
That's gonna
And
be nice.
then,
I like that pick. That's something different, unexpected. My dark horse for this tournament is Bradley Wallace. So if if I had to pick somebody that I think Bradley's gonna run into Jerome, even though he has a good record against Jerome. I just don't think Jerome. I don't think he's
yeah,
gonna
it just
win.
depends on the deck.
Yeah, I
What
think, but
matchups are we looking at?
Bradley
You know.
definitely my dark horse. To if anybody wins it like that, I don't think it would be Jerome on this side. I think it'd be Bradley. I think he can. If he catches fire, I don't think he's gonna be stopped. So
Okay. All right, viewers, I'm taking a 5 to 6 payout for Geo. So message me. I'm just kidding. I'm broke. I'm a teacher.
message them guys. Guys, so the tournament starts on the 14th. It's gonna be epic. Like I said, me and Raymond will be live streaming as many games as we can. We definitely want to try to get Michael State and Christian's game. It's so many good matchups. Any games we don't get, every match will be uploaded. DB Grinder will be going over every single match. We'll get every replay sent him. So if you don't get to see it on here, just know you will get to see his commentary over the matches too. Subscribe to the channel. Any questions about the tournament, you can message me or Raymond. Hopefully, everybody gets it set in stone and they have agreements on the matches. Deck list will be sent in by Monday, so we'll have time to go over it, and maybe we'll make some changes to who we think's gonna win.
I'm looking at the chat. They said Ilya thinks the world is flat. Flat earthers can win. Flat earthers can win duels too. You know.
Y'all don't understand how funny our chat is. We got a local group chat, man. It's just oh, the chat on here too. I didn't even realize the chat in here couldn't see it. Oh man, guys, so it's gonna be a good tournament, man. Like I said, me and Raymond made our picks. We'll go back. We can the video upload so we can go back and see who we picked to remember. So when the time comes, like I said, finding out the deck list is gonna make a huge difference on who we may pick
Yeah.
because some people are way better with certain decks.
Yes. And could you talk to me a little bit about like the Decklist submission and then how they let us know when they're gonna play and stuff like that?
Okay, so that group chat I have you in with all the players. So
Yeah.
they have until last time I did it right before they played their match, I had to submit the deck list, but because it's so many players and just to be be more secure with it, I'm gonna have them send me their deck list by Monday at midnight. Send it to me or you, and once they're gonna personally inbox us their deck list, and then their matches, they'll have to set their matches in there like they did last time. They just tell in the group chat, they make an agreement, say Gio and Tribe, hey, we're gonna play Tuesday at 5 p.m. I give them a couple days to play their first round because I know everybody's on different schedules. It's hard. Hopefully I can have the tournament done within the last one I gave a week. It was done faster than that because it was only 8 players, but they still made time. So try to get it done as quick as possible. But I understand everybody does have a personal life, so I do give them a day or two to try to get that matchup set. So they do have to post their match time inside that group that we're in, the time they're gonna play, and then they have to let one of us know if something changes that they can't play their opponent. They only get one change. They only get one time to say, "Hey, I can't make it." After that, they do it again. They're
Okay.
disqualified. So
Okay.
me and you would know all the times of all the matches. We'll have all the deck lists. Um, so we'll know everything beforehand. So we'll know which
Okay.
matches
Great.
we can commentate and stuff like that. So we'll be able to see. We'll have everything set up for us. Like I said, you'll know when everybody's playing. You'll have everybody's deck list just like I do. Me and Bradley had the last one. Me and Bradley had everybody's deck list. We went over it. Anybody changes their deck list after it's submitted is disqualified. So if they
Okay.
send us one thing and then we find out, Nesh is gonna, like I told you, Nesh is gonna give us some kind of thing to show us if they do change their deck list. So anybody that changes their deck list is automatically disqualified
Okay.
unless they write one of us before the match starts and ask us and we agree to it. We say, hey, yeah, you can
Yeah.
go ahead
Or
and change it.
if it's an error or something.
Yeah, if it's an error, yeah, that's something they can fix.
Um, and I might not be the only person wondering about this, but I saw something about dueling Jeremy at the end. What's that
Yeah,
all about?
yeah. So Jeremy being a crybaby didn't want to play in this tournament because he got his feelings. He won the last one. Congratulations to Jeremy. Because a lot of people wondering why he didn't play in this one, and he won the last one. It was, I guess annoyed a few people. So I just said, at the end, whoever wins, they can play Jeremy. If they beat Jeremy, I'll add an extra $100 in. Everything that I'm funding for this, $300 for first, $100 for second place. This is all my personal money. I funded it myself because the outcome is me trying to build up an online tournament scene and grow my YouTube channel. And I know this is the fastest way to do it to get top players because I already have an overwhelming amount of regular players that just want to play in it. So after this one, I'll start taking, charging other people, hey, such and such to get in. The top 16 players from this one will be seeded and they will be free entry for the next one. Everything after that, anybody outside of that top 16 will have to pay for entry. But
Okay.
yeah, I did that just to include him in the tournament in some way because people were wondering why he wasn't in it. So that was last. I didn't want to take somebody out and throw him in last minute. So
Yeah.
I took him out last minute.
And
So
another opportunity for the emerging champion to
yeah,
play more and potentially earn more money. Great.
exactly. Yep. So that's it's gonna be pretty fun. Then seeing the champion from the first one, champion from the second one play, that's gonna be pretty entertaining too. So we'll see how things play out. Hopefully, it turns out good. Hopefully we can get to live stream a lot of these matches. It'll be very entertaining. See the decks that they come up with. I know we're gonna probably see some type of text. The top 4 deck lists from this tournament, we will do deck profiles for. Whether it's me and you live streaming, going over the deck profiles. Once we get into the top 4, we'll start going over the deck list
Okay.
and stuff like that to give people a little insight. Because by that time, everybody know what everybody's playing, anyways. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's good to see all these players.
Yeah, I'm excited. I get to watch some really good Yu-Gi-Oh going on, and hopefully some of the players are gonna play, like not rogue decks, but
Something
fun
outside
decks.
of yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna be good. Somebody
maybe
pick up on
agents. I don't know.
see something crazy that's not Despia or Source. Somebody, I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come out the gate wild. The first one I was shocked. We seen a few salad decks. It was like, and salad's not a bad deck right now. They got some cards back,
Yeah.
but we seen a couple salad decks. So let's see how much things change from here on. What we're gonna see coming up, guys. That was our picks. Raymond, you got anything else for them?
No. Just I'm excited to be a part of the tournament, and I will do my best to render my judging. 'Cause, if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh, you know that judges are both right and wrong at the same time. Okay, so
So,
it's not
nobody
black and
perfect.
white. It could go either way.
Yeah.
So, and I've always tried my best anyway to make sure I have references, previous precedents of these cards, interacting with these cards. But And since we're dealing with top players, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of judge calls.
Yeah, I don't think the
Yeah.
first one. I don't think we had any because most of them already know what the cards do, and they know like a lot of the ruling. So not hard for them to really figure it out. Usually they can overcome some stuff like that. But I don't think we had any judge calls the first one. But luckily, like I said, you are a judge, and we'll be in any game too. So if we catch something, we got you there. And any dispute, you'll be there. So that'll be a lot of help. But I think it's
All
gonna be
right.
very entertaining. I'm happy to have you here commentating with me, man. It's gonna be
Thank
fun.
you. And go to my website right here, raymondalfonso.com.
Y'all check
It
out
has
Raymond's
everything. It
website.
has everything about my life. So if you want to know anything about me, it's there. My book series is there. My YouTube channel is there. I have an online escape room that you can play. So, and my
You are
travel
right.
blogs are
This dude
there.
does it all, man. Make sure y'all support him, man. Definitely subscribe to his YouTube channel too. Go to the site, support everything, man. Raymond's always supporting the
Thank
community in
you.
Jacksonville. He's like the father of Jacksonville community, um, with everything. Whether it's learning, teaching new players, or guiding people, anything like that. Dex, he was a lot of help. He was a lot of help to me when I came back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I was lost, but thanks for having me. Thanks for coming on, Raymond. And once we
Thank
find out when
you.
the matches start, we'll get it going.
All right. I will see you on the first match. I'm so excited.
All right, y'all, and y'all have a good day.
Bye.